So, good evening, guys. Hope you all doing good. Am I audible? Please confirm that in the chat, please. Okay, let's wait to join more attendees so that we'll start the session. So, Abhay, confirm which topic we are discussing actually. Hi, Mehak. How are you doing? Yeah, good evening, Mehak. Okay, we have just discussed how to change the time zones and how to add choices in the time zones, right? Okay, that is fine. That is just for the Q&A session. That is okay. And we are in related list, right? So we are discussing related list on Friday. So we just stopped in the middle to how to add a related list to the current table. So let's wait more 5 to 10 minutes. So if in the meantime, if you got like any queries or something, you can ask me. Sir, I have received multiple mails from service university as a assistant assessment, and I have to complete them. Topic like UI builder fundamentals, and I do academic partnership certified CSA. Yeah, yeah. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Yeah, Mahak. So as you were being new to service now, what is happening? Like the CSA, if you complete these things in the what they are assigned in the ebook or in the service now thing university, if you complete this, you'll get a certification that works worth $300. Okay, you have to completely complete each and everything in the module actually, so that if you complete this, you'll get a CSA voucher, certified system administration voucher, worth $300. Okay, you have to do this. What we are teaching here is like completely is from that this academic partnership CSA certification we are discussing. What we are discussing in the session is CSA, like fundamentals on demand, service no fundamentals on demand, system administration fundamentals on demand actually. Let me open my now learning account. 1 second. Mhm. One second. So I'll share my screen for a second. Share screen. So okay, Mehak, you can see my screen, right? Launch. Yeah. They here you are able to see ServiceNow fundamentals on demand. This is what the course we are currently doing. If you finish this course, you'll get a voucher. What was already shown here, like academic partnership, CSA certification, CSA voucher. You have to do that actually. You have to finish all the modules. You have to start resume. So you'll have the modules what we have completed till now. You can see here course to introduction. So in the first session we are like what is how to create what exactly ServiceNow portal. You can see here a video will be populating explaining the same thing. What we are discussing here will be the same here, but in detail, like they'll give a theoretical examples and everything, like here hello welcome to ServiceNow fundamental portals. So what is same in the video, it will be assigned. Okay, you have to do all these modules. I'll show you like in the later section. No need to worry about that. So it is great that you're getting CSA voucher who are participating in this cohort actually. Okay. So whoever is joining in this cohort, we are getting like $300 voucher free actually. If uh, Mahek received a mail, that means like everyone will receive in the coming days as well. Anyone else received the same mail other than Mahek? Yes. Yeah, then that's fantastic. Great. Like, whoever is joining in the session is getting a CSA voucher worth $300. Okay. That is a really great opportunity. Many people outside are looking for that CSA voucher who are not willing to pay the vouchers actually. So you can claim that voucher after finishing this module. So if you finish everything, if you, after finishing all the modules, what do you get like? So let me show you how it will be. So here, courses, credentials, program partner, support company, learning, my learnings. Eligibility for CAD voucher. Once you finish this course completely, if you finish this 100%, then this course 100%, what happens is like, you will, in the achievements, you can see eligibility for CSA voucher. It is CAD actually. Here you can see CSA voucher. So click on view all. So once you finish that course, you can see the voucher here. So in progress, not completed. Achievements, micro certification badges. Eligibility. All right, this we can discuss in the AMA session actually. It's taking time. So it's almost like 6:10. So it's great for you guys. Whoever received the CSA voucher, it's almost like $300. That means almost like 40,000 nearly. So that's a great opportunity for you guys actually. So just 10 attendees. Oh, wait, let me wait for more 2 minutes. That received. So my previous sessions are missed. When can we? Yeah, actually they are trying to upload the sessions actually, but unfortunately due to some technical errors, they are not. They're facing some issue to upload. I anyhow checked with them on the on Sunday, Saturday actually after finishing the MS session. I'll ask them after finishing the session, and you will get the update. Anyhow, the session is being recorded. Nothing to be worried. You'll definitely get the recordings. But try to don't miss each and every sessions. If you are not following the sessions day by day, like maybe or maybe not, they won't assign you the CSA voucher code actually. If you are following the sessions day by day, they will be tracking all your session, whether you're coming or not, what was your status, and then the CSA voucher will be given to you actually when going with eligibility criteria. So make sure guys, everyone attend the session every day. How to clear the CSA exam, sir? Okay, just follow me in daily. That is how we are explaining each and every topic in this. So the CSA, it's not that much hard. That the CSA exam has like 60 questions. We have to write almost like 70%, 60% of the right answers. So we'll help you with that as well. So maximum you have to follow the ebook, and what are the courses assigned you, try to finish them. Each and every question in the CSA exam will come from the ebook. What are the topics you're discussing? That's it. They don't come from anything external else. They are not much logical questions. They are basic questions into ServiceNow administration. That's it. All right. It's almost like 10 minutes. We waited for other people to join. Chalo, let's continue with our session to the related list. If you got any other queries, just we can discuss after the session. Actually, we got very less time to cover all the topics. So I'm starting the session now. Okay, let's go here where we are now, related list, right? So let's go to our table. What is the main table? Cohort, right? Cohort. So this is the first table we created. So let me put that aside. What is this cohort name? And test cohort, the other one, test cohort. So firstly, this is what our first table we created from test cohort. This is the parent table. And you observe here, this is the child tables we created yesterday. Okay, just make sure these two tables, okay, because we will deal lot of things with the same tables. Okay, now and then we create a related list. So how to create a related list? We go to the main page, like all navigation, just to create a relationship related list. Firstly, we have to build a relationship. So which table we want to get, so what are the data we want to see in the same table of what we are dealing, like now example, we are in test cohort. So in the related list we want to see the information of groups. So here you can also see this is reference. Here you can also see the all the groups what are there. Here to 49 groups what are there. We used reference field to get this group. Actually, if you want to see the groups in the related list, like example, here we go back. Oh, shit. History, just go ahead, new record. Let me open this in new tab. Okay, suppose we'll check with Abel Tutor and we'll save this record, submit. Yeah, so we just created Abel test code. So we just keep one more field. Do you know how to do personalization and what was created in the beginning? Just drag and drop, update it to the right hand side so that we can check at what time it is created exactly. Today is 7th, so we just double click here. So the updated will be on the top. You just see just now we created the field for like a record for Abel Twitter. Just let's open this record. And in the related list, like yesterday, like explaining the AMA session, I just added two fields, but now I'll add how to create relationship from the beginning. Don't need to worry. So let's go to to create a related list. We have to create a relationship first. So what the data we want to get from some other table, we have to create a relationship. So that we have to go to relationship tables, that is sys underscore relationships, but you relationships, relationships. Under system definitions, you got the relationships table. Okay, just right click on it. So you remember, right? Yesterday we created one relationship we call example. This was created on Friday. We just created on the session. That is fine. It was there. So we just add the related list to our table. This example is for we created the relationship between our table and groups table. Okay, this the name is example, but the relationship, what is the reference table here? Group. So we created the, so applies to, so this is our table, queries from table. So whatever the table we want to get the information from, example like table. We can also take incident, whatever you want. Just example, I'm taking group. So whatever you can see, you can get all the information of these tables in the current table what we are viewing in the test cohort table. So whatever reference, the table name we give here, that will be visible in this test cohort table. For like we selected group sys underscore group. Okay, for this, what are the records in this table will be seen in our table, like chalo, let's, this was already then, let update. No need to worry. Let's go to our test cohort. This is our test cohort. Here, next, go open any form or anything like this. Let's go here, open this record. So related list are visible only the record is saved. Whenever you are in the form view, you can't see. Whenever in the list view and open, whenever you open a saved record, then only the related list will be visible. If you are opening a form, then you can't see. Okay, you see, to add a related list, just configure, right click on the text menu, just go to configure, and here you see related list. Click on here, and this example what we have created is on the day, just drag and drop here and save. So you see, example is a reference related list on a group. So in this example, all the groups information was stored. Here you see 49 records. So to confirm that, we also have a reference field named groups. So here you can check whether they are 100% right or wrong. Here you see 49 groups are there, and in the relationships we create a relationship for the table, and it is 49. So same number of records what are in the groups are visible here. Okay, this is called relationships. Like, related lists are used to display information related to the record in the same table. Like, in the same table you can see information of some other record as well, some other table. So for this user, for example, there is a caller group mapping. Okay, I just created this information. So here, if we click on here, caller equal to Abel tutor, let's check with some other caller. Let's take Fred Ludi. Fred, enter. So you got Fred Ludi. We just click on here and save this record. So you see here, for Fred Ludi, these are the groups which are related to him. Okay, so to confirm this as well, we can go to the users. So we can go to, there is a table called having relationship, which is storing the groups and users. So that is the table backend name, sys underscore user underscore gr members. Gr member dot, let's open the list. So sys underscore user underscore gr member is a table that stores information of users and groups, which is having which users having which got, like, let's see, like, let's do show matching. So Aaron Ubi is only assigned with one group. Okay, in such a way, we just check with Fred Lodi, right? Then click on here, show matching. So Fred Lodi is assigned with these many groups. You see RMA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the same way, we are getting this information based upon the user, what are the groups he was assigned with. Here, the same thing happened. You see here, for the Fred Lodi, there is a group. This is a related list. So we got using related list. I created this. So this is coming. For the same example, I just created a relationship here. Sorry, with groups, and this is a relationship with test cohort and group table, caller group mapping. Actually, you see here, caller record Freddy, it's a group table as well, but here it is giving all the information of the groups. Okay, this is related list. We can get the information of some other table based upon our inputs or anything. If you want some other table information in the current table, we can relate that. That is called related list. We can get the information of the some other tables information in our table. Okay, so we are done with related list as well. Yeah, and now we go with yeah, let's go with field dependency. Okay, so here, this is, we don't need this anymore. So we already done with. So you all remember, right? To create a related list, there firstly we have to build a relationship with the table, and then we have to add that to our table using, going to, like, configuring, there will be, you can see related list, go to there and drag and drop what are the relationship you created. That is very simple. Okay, I hope you all can understand what is related lists. Yes. Okay, the next topic is field dependency. Okay, field dependency is nothing but value or visibility of one field is dependent on the value selected in another field. Okay, that is very common, not big thing. I can explain you very simple terminology in Hindi. एक field के ऊपर दूसरा field depend होता. Like example, I'll show you. That is nothing but based upon one field value. Let's see here. This is cohort. So this is our, okay, update. Right. Let's go to our form. Oh, this is not our form. Go back. This. This is our form example. All right, that's okay. Update. Yeah. What is this? This word or not this anymore service. History. Let's open our table. Test cohort. So new. So this is our table, right? So depending upon the state, like that is nothing but here we have two fields, state and city. You observe, state and city. Depending upon one field, the other field value will be displayed. Like here, see, did you add? No, we did not add any choices, right? Let's add some choices here. You all know, right, how to add choices. Just go to configure choice. Okay, so it's better adding configuring choice, better go with dictionary. In dictionary, what happens is, like, we can add the backend value too. So we, in the service now, we should also remember the adding the backend name as well. Shit. History. So let's go with state, configure dictionary. So here, come down. Here you got some choices. You see here, choice fields are here, so that we can add the choices here. Insert row. So let's take, so I'm from Telangana. So let me take the state Telangana. So it's Telangana. So value of Telangana, let's take TG. TG. Okay, that's a backend value. And let's take UP. Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. UP. So let me take another state, Andhra Pradesh. So I'm taking these names because, like, I was much aware of the cities in these states, but you should have helped me with Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So AP. Let me take the capital one. AP. All right. We are taking 3 states in the choice field. Okay. Choice specification drop down with none. Yeah, that is fine. So we are saving this. Update. So you see here, we added 3 states here. And in the city, what we are adding? None. So let's add some cities. So guys, give me some cities in UP. Guys, can you give me some name of the cities? Gazipur, Ghaziabad. All right, that's fine. Lucknow, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Meerut. All right, that's fine. I'll pick some names from this here. Okay, give me a second. I'll add. So let's add choices for this city as well. Configure dictionary. So let's add choices here. So first one is Lucknow. Let me take the backend value as Lucknow as well. Let's take EL for Lucknow EL. Okay. Yeah. So Ghaziabad something. Ghaziabad. All right. Let's say Lucknow. Ghaziabad. So okay, from Telangana, I'm taking Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, HYD. So Hyderabad, Warangal. So WGL. And for Andhra Pradesh, I'll take Vizag. So I don't know Vizag. Let's take Vizag. So and one more city. Let me take Guntur. So Guntur. All right. So let me save this now. Update. Now we just created three states. Okay, and we created 6 cities. Okay, now so what is field dependency in the sense, like, if depending upon the state value, okay, if I select UP, so here what it should show is, like, only Lucknow and Ghaziabad. So depending upon one value, the other value should be populated. So this is nothing but field dependency. एक field के ऊपर depend करके दूसरा field का value, like, it should be visible. So दूसरा field should be visible होना. That is field dependency. In terminology, like, we'll say value or visibility of one field is dependent on the value selected in another field. You got it? एक field के ऊपर दूसरा field का value depend होता. Now if we select Uttar Pradesh, it should only show Lucknow and Ghaziabad. So this is how it should happen. So for this, what we do is, like, there is a field called dependent field. We'll go configure dictionary. Just right click on the field on which it should depend. Configure dictionary. So leave the changes. All right. So here you see here default value. Okay, so what we do should go is, like, we should go to the advanced view. So advanced view, there I'll explain you what are views as well. Advanced view, if you click on advanced view, just observe. Okay, so when you click on advanced view, you can see here dependent field. Just click on here, use dependent field. Yes, we want to depend, the state should be depend on the city should be depend on the state field. So we are using, right, just click here, dependent on field. So which field should be, it should be dependent on? So it should be dependent on the state. Yes, so select state and just save this, save it. So now, so what we have done, on depending on this field, depending on the state field, the city field should be displayed, right? We just added Depending on this field, the city should be added. Just click on update. So here we just click on here, just select Telangana. So you see nothing is displaying. That means this field is depending on this field, but it is not showing any value. That means we have to add some value for this as well. Okay. So the function is working, but it is not displaying. The condition is working, but we haven't described anything on what it should be displayed, on which field it should be displayed. We haven't displayed. For that, what we have to do, just right click on this, again go to configure dictionary. I can do this in a single step, but for your understanding, I'm just make sure it is completely understand to you. So for that reason, I came back. Uh, Under this, scroll to the down. Here you see in this, you can see this is sections for this. These choices, attributes, labels, whatever here is sections. This is one of the sections. These are not related fields for this. Okay. So here, what we have to do, add value. Guntur. For Guntur belongs to which state? So it belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So we give AP. Okay, just tick here. And Warangal. Warangal belongs to Telangana. TG. Okay. In such a way, this Ghaziabad belongs to UP. Just take here. And Hyderabad. Hyderabad belongs to TG Telangana. TG. Lucknow. Lucknow belongs to UP. So Vizag. Vizag belongs to AP. So we set with the values too. So just update here. So let's check here now. So let's check with UP. If you click on UP, what is happening here? You can see Ghaziabad and Lucknow. Okay, this is what exactly field depends in dependencies. Depending on one field, the other field is populating. This is field dependency. If you click on Telangana, Hyderabad, Warangal. This is how you set fields. Whenever you are creating some forms or something, etc. Like we feel this can be using codes. It takes like lot of time. Okay, we have to go, we have to do CSS, we have to write JavaScripts, we have to give conditions, etc. etc. Whereas in ServiceNow, it is just like 3 or 4 clicks. That's it. See, for Andhra Pradesh, you see this. This is how we add choices and their condition, etc. So you're done with field dependency, right? You all understand? So I need your response, guys, so that I can go with next topic. So yes, 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 yes. Sir, can we remove none in this? Yes, we can remove the none in this. Just we go to the form. So you see none here. So what we do is like just right click on here, configure dictionary, leave changes. All right. So for this field, what we need is like none should be mandatory, so that a value will be displayed if nothing is selected. That is the reason I kept none. But here you see choice drop down with none. So drop down without none must specify default value. So we have to mention some value or none. You can update this in such a way. So what is happening? None. So it is storing some values. If Andhra Pradesh is selected, so it is already storing the value. If we have did this before, it will be actioning, but unfortunately it is storing some value, so it should display instead of none. If we give some other value, it will display in that place. So how to remove that none? Just go to configure dictionary, come to choice specifications. Here you see drop down with none. So drop down without none, choice table. No, we don't need any choice table. So this is how we give actually. So we need none. So that is the reason drop down with none I'm mentioning. So if we put, so like, a drop down without none, just click here and select a default value. What is the default value? Just put like uh, cohort. Let's put cohort. Yeah, and let's update. Let's save this. So you see choice specifications list, drop down without none, default value, cohort. Update. You see here there is nothing, none. Without none we mentioned, right? So whenever you load this value, so that is functioning, but we did some changes. We added we gave a dependent field, so it is specifying with none actually. If you reload, whenever the reload, the default value will be specified in such a way. Okay, so let's take this out. We don't need that. So we don't need any default value. None. Yeah, update. Yes, it's done. So you all done with this dependent field, right? Field dependency. So now what we do is go with dictionary override concept. Okay, dictionary override. We are done with field dependency. Okay, this is done. So in this between, I just want to explain a little bit of topic that is called priority lookups. Priority lookup rules. So for this, I need to explain you with the incident table. Let's go to the incident table. Incident. So let's open a form for incident. So create new. Let's open this form. So yeah, here you see here now. So based upon now, for example, here you see this is category. We are selecting software. In the subcategory, you see these many things: antivirus, email, internal applications. You just create here hardware. You see when you select hardware, you can see different things. So there is a field dependency depend on category field. If you select software, you see only two things. When it is none, so it is in none, and you see here when it is none, none. When you click on inquiry and help, you can see three different fields. So this is how in general out of the box fields. Okay, these are created by ServiceNow for field dependency. Yeah, here you understand, right? And now coming to this side, when you select here, you have three choices. Okay, high, medium, and low. And here you have three choices: high, medium, and low. Yeah, and this is priority is one of the mandate, field only, read only field. This priority is only a read only field. Now you see once we click impact high and urgency high, based on these two fields, this priority is changing. Are you guys observing? You guys observing me, right? Based on these two fields, the priority field is changing. You see, if we put medium, impact medium, and urgency high, you see the priority is high. If you select impact medium, and urgency also medium, then the priority is moderate. And if you select impact high and urgency medium, the priority is high. In such a way, now you see, depending upon these two fields, the priority is changing. These comes under priority lookup rules. For this, what we have to do, like, firstly we have to make a connection, and it's a big topic. It takes almost like half an hour, and this I'll explain in the coming classes. Okay, now you see, based upon these two fields, priority is linked. This comes under priority lookup rules. For that, we have to create a data lookup, a table, and then we have to give some values. If high and high, then the impact is high. So like this way, I'll show a little example for that, like how it is created. So just select priority lookup. Shit. All priority lookup. You see here, data lookup rules and priority lookup rules. Just let's open this and see. So here, how it was created is like, I'll explain you. So instead of creating all again, I'll explain you. Let's open data lookup rules as well. So this is created for the priority table. So how it will be created in the sense, incident priority recovery table assigned to the. Let's open this. So firstly, we have to select the table. So where we are doing the action, it is in incident table, right? So it is incident table. So the table is incident. The source table is incident. And matcher table. Matcher table is in the sense, so here we are created some rules. If impact high, urgency high, the priority is critical. You see, impact high, urgency medium, the priority is high. If impact high, urgency low, the priority is moderate. So in such a way, firstly, we created a table, priority data lookups table. It was inbuilt by this was out of the box table. So it was already there. So I'm explaining by taking this table as well. So just you put impact high, high, high. So this is nothing. It was not like big thing. Just to open, he opened a new table, just clicking here and open new. So he just put none, none, none. Then when you select a high and high, so if impact high, urgency high, so it is critical. This is how he made. So then submit, it will create one more. So it was already there. So we are not, I'm not doing that actually. So let's go back. Discard. I don't want to say this. So that is how he created. Oh shit, man. This is redirecting to the same table. So we are going to data lookup. This is data lookup, priority lookup. So priority lookup, we have to go here. Select. So priority lookups. This. Yes, this is the table. So if impact high, urgency high, then priority high. So he created a table like this. Okay. Then what he did is he just went to the data lookup definitions. This you remember, guys, when you want to create something based upon two fields, this is how you do. Okay. So firstly, we have to take the incident. This is a source field. So where should the action should be performed? So in the incident table. So he selected incident table here. So incident and the matcher table from where the information should get. So he took priority data lookup. So all the information is stored in this table. Yeah. And then if Then there will be, when you save this, it shows there will be a matcher field definitions and setter field definitions. Matcher field means on depending on these fields, this field will be set. Okay. So here what happened? So in the matcher field, source table, if source table impact is matching with impact table impact, that means, so here, so here if impact is high, okay, this is matchable, okay, impact is high, and in this table if you select impact high, if these are both matching, okay, this is the first condition. And second one, if urgency of the source table is matching with the matcher field urgency, if so, if urgency is medium, if this urgency, like, let's select high, if this urgency is matching with the this urgency, okay, you see, if urgency is, here we selected urgency I, and sorry, so let's see here, you see, come on, here you see we selected high, impact high of this table is matching, okay, high is matching with this high, okay, and here we selected high, okay, this high is matching with this high, okay, then we set it, we did some setting options, and then we go with matching option. If these two are matching, then in the setter field, so source table field priority is equal to matcher table field priority. So this priority is should match with here match a table priority. That is what the condition we give. So here what is there? Critical. If impact high and urgency high, it will show critical. If impact medium and urgency high, it will show high. Let's go, let's check. If impact is medium and urgency is high, then you see it is showing high. So let's see, let's confirm whether it's showing. If impact is medium and urgency is high, then it is showing high. The priority should be high. So this is what priority lookup rules. Okay. So that is what exactly the same. So this is one of the important concept. Nowhere it is like mandatory, but you should have to know this. What is priority lookup rule? What are data lookup rules? What exactly? This priority lookup rules is created for this. Okay. If we want to create something else for our sake, so we have to do the same thing. Firstly, we have to get what are the fields depending on this. So if it is like city, state, if it is like let's take state, city, and town. If we on depending on this, if we want to populate the town, so we have to create our own table. So for that time we create town data lookups. So we fetch the data from there and we create the same thing in this field. So if state is this and city is this, what it should be displayed, we have to mention here. Then we go to data lookup rules, then we create a source table and matching table, and then that is how this is matched. These are called lookup rules. This is for priority, so it is priority lookup rules. We do the performances in the data lookup table. Data lookup definitions table is used to create the relationship, how it should be populated. This is also a type of field dependency, but a different kind of field dependency. Okay, you guys understand? Okay, okay. So we are done with priority lookup rules, and I'll also explain assignment lookup rules. Assignment lookup rules. Yeah. Yeah. So for the let's go to the same table, incident table. So what is assignment lookup rules? So for the priority, we created priority lookup rules. For the assignment two, here you see if you select search button, so what are the groups? 42 groups are there. Okay. Okay. And assign to field. You see this assigned field. Just click here. You see 51 users. Okay. 51 users are there. Okay. You observed, you both observed this, right? Okay. Then you see now I'm selecting category software. Okay. And subcategory email. Just click on here. What is happening? It is 42. And if I select app engine admins, you see, is anything populating here? Did you observe? Is anything populating? So let's select something else. Cab approvals. Okay, cab approvals. I just selected the field cab approvals. Let's select. You see, these many, only 6 are showing. So firstly, in front of assignment lookup rules, I'll explain you reference qualifier. So it got the topic now. So I'll explain you reference qualifier. So reference qualifier is nothing but it is used to filter the options shown in a reference field drop down based upon the specific conditions. Okay, I'm repeating once again. It is used to filter the options shown in a reference field drop down based on a specific conditions. Okay, that is nothing but here we selected cab approvals. If it is cab approvals, then the user should be displayed only these 6. That is what the condition uh, mentioned here. That is the reason only 6 fields are describing, like showing. If we select something else, ATF test group, you see only one user is displaying. So for this, what he did is like, I'll show you, just right click on here, configure dictionary, leave changes, right? So this to build reference qualifier, just here we have a field called reference specifications. Okay, here what he did. So for the table users, so what we are seeing here in this is users table. Use reference qualifier simple. So there will be simple, dynamic, and advanced. These are the filters actually. If we put dynamic, it gives some other operations. So he just selected. I am not doing anything here specifically. I'm just explaining you. That is the reason he just selected simple way. Okay, simply. And what he mentioned is like, role is ITIL. Okay, so depend upon this role only it displays. If the role is ITAL, depending upon the role, the choice list specification is like, the reference field is displaying. Like here, let's go back. Let's update. Let's click on update, and then it takes back. Oh shit, it's not taking us back. So here it is. So this is incident table for all. This here it is self-service. So incident. Create new. So you observe here, guys. Okay, if he is selected with cab approvals, here we have 42 groups here and 51 users here. Okay, 42 groups and 51 users. So here what he mentioned is what are the users having the roles, ITIL roles only he's displaying. So here this is the reference field to the sys underscore user table. So in the user we have 600 and something users actually. Is it audible now? Yes. Oh, that's okay, fine. So from where you skipped, no need to worry. I'll explain you again and again of all these topics what we are covering now, because I want to give you a clear understanding of the topics what I'm explaining you. So nothing to be worried. Maybe I think so. Like unfortunately due to some technical error, the audio lost. I think so. No need to worry. So I just want to explain the concept we are into, where we are now. So I'm explaining you reference qualified. So in the future things, I'll cover this as well. Like I just explained using what the previous things, but in the coming days, I'll explain you in our table itself. Okay. So now I'll explain you one more concept: dictionary override. So do anyone guys know what is dictionary override? What is dictionary override? So guys, am I audible or still you're facing any issues? So guys, do you know anyone what is dictionary override? Sorry. If yes means yes, no means no. That is fine. Different field in client table. Yeah. Any other answers? So guys, give genuine answers. Okay. You can also get the information typing what is dictionary override in Google, but that is different. But all right, that's okay. So it is. Please repeat the question, sir. So what is dictionary override? Dictionary override. Sure. What is dictionary override? This is a question. So okay guys, no need to worry. I'll explain you. So dictionary override is nothing but like it allows you to customize field properties for extended tables without affecting the parent table. So it allows you define a field on child table. Okay. So right, that's fine. Okay. Leave that. So here, what we don't need any more incident. Let's take it out. So we don't need any more sys underscore user underscore roles table. Just take it out. So here we don't need anything of incident. Leave. So we don't want the priority table to meta lookup match. No need. So you see here, this is our test cohort table, and this is our cohort table. You all remember that we extended this test cohort from cohort table. You all remember? So this is the parent table and this is the child table. Am I right? So yes. Okay, your responses give you more enthusiastic feeling so that I can deliver you more. So you see here, this is the parent table and this is the child table. So dictionary override is nothing but it allows you to customize some other table which is extended from the parent table without affecting its field properties. So example, let's go to configure dictionary for this. This is our child table. Okay, I'm going to configure dictionary for this child table and making this mandatory. See the table name cohort, u underscore cohort. Okay, so this is for cohort dictionary underscore cohort. I'm making mandatory. I'm updating it. Oh shit, it took somewhere else. But let's reload. You remember I did for some other table, but you see the reflections here. Let me bring that cohort table here first. Oh shit. So login. Oh, test cohort. So this is our table. New. So this is our one of the table and this is the other table. So this table is extended from this table. You observe, all of you observe guys. So I did some changes to this. Now I did changes like, name mandatory. Let's see gender. Gender, let's configure dictionary. And I'm making read only. You see here, I'm making read only. Observe here, we are doing changes for u underscore cohort. And this is some other table, cohort, only cohort table. So you see, I'm making it read only. And I'm saving it. Update. You see here, we just made it read only in the test cohort table. Observe this guys, and let's go to normal cohort table and reload this. So see here, we are doing changes for one table, but it is affecting for some other table. Okay, let's see here. We do some changes here. Dictionary table, sorry, state I'm making mandatory. Okay, and I'm updating. Save, let's save first and update it. I'm making state field mandatory in the cohort. Okay, not in the test cohort, in the cohort. Let's go to this. You see here. So what are the changes we are doing in the parent table or child table? It is affecting both the tables. So to sometimes what we do is like, in the extended table, we don't want the state mandatory. What we do, if we take mandatory out here, let's see, it is mandatory here and it is also mandatory here. So it is, now we want to do is like, it is mandatory in this cohort table, but it is not mandatory in this table. Let's see, let's taking out this configure dictionary and I'm taking mandatory. It is not mandatory and I'm updating it. So I just took it is not mandatory and it should be mandatory in this table. Let's reload this. So you see, but here it is also, it is going, it is not a mandatory field. So to overcome these kind of changes, okay, to overcome these kind of changes, we use dictionary override concept. You all understand? I'll explain you physically, but to overcome this kind of problems. So if we are taking this read only out, we don't need it, read only. So to overcome this kind of problems, we use dictionary override concept. It's very simple, guys. We are in cohort table 2. It is also cohort table. Shit, it redirected to cohort table again. Admin history. We go to test cohort new record. Yeah. You see here, I just removed gender from read only So here you can also observe it is before read only, and we reload it. Yeah, it was removed. To overcome this kind of changes, we use dictionary override concept. Yeah. So how we do? Okay, let's make state mandatory here only in the test cohort, and state is not mandatory in cohort table. Let's see how we do. Just what we do, just right click on it, configure to dictionary. Okay. And here you see a concept called dictionary override. Okay. Just click on here. Just click new. Okay. So table test cohort table. Yes. And override mandatory. Okay. Override mandatory. So you observe I'm mentioning override mandatory. Okay. And submit. Update. So it just redirected to other table. We open test cohort record. So now we just created a dictionary override rule for this test cohort table. We mentioned, you see the condition here, go to dictionary table, and in the dictionary override, we just open this, and we mentioned override mandatory, and now we are making it back. And now we are making it mandatory field. Just observe here and update. Sorry, it is overriding. So that is the reason I always save. This is our table, and take this out, take this out, and this is the table. You observe, guys, the state we just went written over dictionary override condition. What is the condition is like, dictionary override. Go to configure dictionary and see I mandated this field. Okay, whenever we do mandatory this field, how should it look? A star should come, but here you see anything? No star is visible. I'll reload this again for you. You just observe very clearly. So it is not getting mandatory here. But what condition we did? So this is what the condition we did here. So what we did? Override mandatory. Even though it is mandatory there, it should be mandatory there, but it should not be mandatory here. You see, override mandatory. That means rewrite the mandatory field. Even though it is mandatory, just take it out. We mentioned. Okay. And just observe the same thing here. This is not mandatory here. We are reloading the form to observe here, guys. So we are reloading this. You see, the state field is mandatory. Okay. The state field is mandatory to, but let me show you this let me take it out the dictionary override condition. So it was in override mandatory, override independent. So I'm just deleting this condition. So we can add the condition again. So I'm just deleting how it behaves to show you the behavior of this. So I'm deleting it. So I just removed the condition. So there is no condition. Dictionary override, there is no condition, and we are making mandatory. So update this. It is redirected to the cohort table, but ours is shit. So what is our table? Cohort. You see, now it is mandatory here and it is mandatory here. Why? We just remove the dictionary override condition. So if we want mandatory in the cohort table, and if you don't want it mandatory in the child table, so then that time we write a condition, configure dictionary. So come to the dictionary override, just click on new. So override mandatory. If we click on override mandatory, then it will be it take out the mandatory things. If we do like reference override difference column, like whenever we extend a table from a parent table, so automatically the configurations will also be extended. So that time to override that kind of configurations, we use this dictionary override concept. So the definition states it allows you to customize field properties for extended tables without affecting the parent table. So we are getting all the field properties here, like these kind of like reference qualifier, override dependent values, attributes, values, calculation mandatory, override read only, display value mandatory. So whatever the configurations it have, we can mandatory. Now only the configuration for the state is it is mandatory field, but in the child table we don't want it mandatory. So override mandatory, then submit. Let's save this. So if you save and update, then it will be in the same table. Otherwise, if you directly updates, it is redirected to some other table. You see, state is not mandatory here, but you can check by reloading itself. I just reloaded, but you see in the state field in the cohort table, it is mandatory. You can also reload and check. So see, it is mandatory, but whereas in the test cohort, it is not mandatory. So how we did this? Using dictionary override concept. Okay, so you guys all understand, I hope you all understand what is dictionary override. So I can give you each and everything definitionally, but getting the concept is most important instead of definitions, I feel. So if you want the definitions too, you're in the now learning platform. When you start doing that fundamentals on demand course, at system administrative fundamental on demand course, you'll be having each and everything definitions. Okay, no need to worry about definitions, expecting my notes or something. Okay, it was clearly mentioned in the ServiceNow university. If you all registered, I think a module was added, right? If in that module you'll see each and everything, uh, theoretical, like theoretical definition. Now we are doing practically, but there will be, it will be a theoretical definition, so no need to worry about the theory parts. So you all understand what is dictionary override? I need your responses, guys. Yes, Karthik. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, let's take a 5 minutes of break. Is that fine? Okay, so that we'll get some refreshment for ourselves. Okay, what's the time now? It's 14:53 minutes. That means in Indian time it's 19:23. It's 7:23. Let's wait until 7:30. Okay. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm back. Everyone, am I audible, guys? I'm audible to you guys. All right, that's great. So we just discussed what are the topics here. Let's see. Okay. What are the topics we discussed till now? Related lists. So you all know, right, what is related lists? Like, getting some other field information in our table is called related list. That's it. It's not like like anything else. So if you want some other table information in our table, so we create a relationship and then we add into the related lists. So then it is related list. What is field dependency? So I want to tell you in detail what is the field dependency on. Depending on one field value, the other field value changes. Okay. The like supposedly, so one thing, man, keep in mind, this field dependency is this derived, like, is written only when it is choice field. If the field type is choice. Okay, field type should be choice. Field type is choice. CHOIC. Okay, you got it. So this priority lookup reels is like, advanced level of field dependency. Okay, this is advanced level. Advanced level of field dependency. This is also field dependency. This comes under field dependency, but advanced level. And assignment lookup rules is also like, depending upon one field value, the other field will reflects. This comes under as well field dependency, but a different kind of. Okay, this will be on depends on roles and other stuff. What are the conditions we are giving? This is one type. And reference qualifier. Can anyone can explain what is reference qualifier? We already did it. That is nothing much. Just give me a simple words what you understand in reference qualifier. Don't waste the time. If yes, yes, no means no. Just I can explain you. Just give you a quick replies. So you guys following me? Uh, you guys following me? Yes or no? Just give some response in the chat so that I'll go ahead. All right, that's fine. So if it is choice, field type is choice, we go with field dependency. If the field type is reference, we go with reference qualifier. Okay, that is what the difference. That it's not like big thing. All right, field type is reference. If the field type is reference, then it is reference qualifier. If the field type is choice, then it is field dependency. Or the both do the same configurations. The same is, if it is choice field, we use field dependency. If it is reference fields, we use reference qualifier. Both do the same thing, or depending on one field, the other field will reflect. Okay, both will have the same configurations, but this field dependency is on field type is choice. Here the field type is reference. Reference. Okay, that is what the major difference. Okay, guys. So dictionary override is like, it helps to make changes in the configurations from parent to child, and if you want the child configurations should not be changed, we use dictionary override concept. Customize field properties easily. easy definition. Customize, MOIZD, customize field properties. So I'm just writing this because so the easiest and quickest way of responding to something, to get something very easily to the mind, this is what exactly you need. So what is field dependency? On one field the other field will be different. एक field के ऊपर दूसरा field depend होता. If it is ये तो choice field है तो it is the field dependency. If a reference field है तो it is reference qualifier. But this in both the same condition. Okay, and now this we done. And what we think, let's go with filters. So can anyone explain what is filter? You know what is filter? Not like the water purifier filters or something. Come to technical terminology. uh, so what is filter? So it's very simple definition I'll give you guys. Like if you come to, let's open incident. Incident dot, you know this guys, if we use dot capital list, that gives, that opens in a new tab. If you use small list, that opens in the same tab. Make sure always open in new tab so that it will be easy if you're doing any configuration changes or something. Okay, let's enter. So you see in a new tab it is opening. So you see a funnel icon here. This is filter. Okay, show or hide filter. You see here, this is filter. So in CSA, a simple kind of questions will appear. How do you, how do you, where you can see the filter in the list view? Okay, that will be the question. Then you have the answers will be like, there will be multiple question, multiple choice answers, but you have to pick. To the right corner, there you see a funnel icon, that is filter. Okay, it will very simple, but they will ask you in different terminology. Okay, a filter is nothing but this, you see here is a filter. Okay, you see in list view you can see 70 uh, records here, but let's do here, click here, you see choose a field. Let's take what are the fields here anymore here? Okay, state, let's take state, field state. You can type as well state. So state is, so you'll have some conditions here. Is not, is one of the, is one of, is not one of the, is empty, is not empty, is less than. So you see some conditions here. So after this condition you can give some value. This is field, condition and value. Okay, in the value I'll take you see here in progress. I'll take in progress, and if I click on run, see run here, run filter. If I click on run, so you see here it was reduced to 22, and you see here all the state field is in progress, in progress, in progress. What are the records in the table is showing only in progress, because we applied a filter, state equal to in progress. This is what the filter we applied, so we only got 22. So the simple definition of filter is, okay, narrow down the records shown in the list view. Okay, we are reducing the like the the number of records are getting reduced. That is what filter, based on the condition. Narrow down, the records shown in the list view based on condition, right? This is condition. So this is the simple definition. Okay. So, oh shit. So you see, narrowed on the record shown in the list view based on condition. That's it. You see, we applied a condition here. So let's take out the condition. Let's run. So no condition. So the records in the list view. So this is what we are seeing here on the screen is list view of a table. Okay, this is a list view of a table. You all guys following me? So you know what is list view and form view? Yes? Yes, that's fine. So what you see here is list view. When you click on new, what you see here is form view. Okay, what you see here is list view, and what you see here is form view. This is form view of a table, and this is a list view of a table where the row is record and columns are fields. That is how we define a table. Okay, this is a table. The rows are records and the columns are fields. You see, number is a field, open, short description. These are all fields. So what is filter? Filter is nothing but uh, narrowing down the list view based on a condition. That's it. Okay, let's see. Let's take state in progress. We'll give a condition here. So state in progress. State is in progress, and this is one condition, and let's run. Okay. So we got 22 records, and then also we're gonna give one more condition, and you see or and condition means it should satisfy both the conditions, or means if it is satisfying any one of the condition. You know what is and gate or gate? Yes, you all know what is and or gates. It's a basic simple terminology. And means it should like satisfy both the conditions, or means any one. It is if it is satisfying any one of the condition, based on the condition it will display. See, let's use and state is and priority. Let's take priority. So priority. So field, then condition, field, priority is critical. Let's take critical. Okay, so if I click on run, what happens is, like, it should satisfy in progress. So what the state is in progress and the priority is critical, so it should satisfy both the conditions. So it is now already the state is in, what are the records we have is in progress. So now it checks for priority is critical. Let's click on run. So again, you see the records are reduced to 12. So we have 12 records with the priority 1. Yeah. So this is one more condition. And we can also use one more condition. Let's see. This time we'll take or. What happens in or? Okay. And or. So this we take as a category. Category. Category is hardware. Okay. I'm taking hardware. You observe clearly here. This time we are taking the filter condition or. That means if it is satisfying both the conditions, and if the third condition is not also satisfied, the records will be displayed. Let's click on run. 13. So there is one field you observe here. So what is the one field it is showing? You see here hardware, and the priority is not moderate. So it is checking with this condition. If there is any field, oh, shit, my system is running charge. So close. If there is any field category is hardware, then it is also showing. All right. That is the difference for R. But if you select and here, if you select and here, let's take this out. So and what is this category? Category is hardware, right? So now what happens is like, it should satisfy all the three conditions. Then only if it is satisfying all the three conditions, those records only displayed. You see, let's click on run. You see, priority state in progress, priority one, and category hardware, and they are reduced to 4 records. This is filter. Okay. You all understand, guys? What is filter? How can we apply filter? So you all following me? Okay. Yes. And now filter system. Oh, someone is raising hand. Abhay. So yes. Okay. And now, so do you see a statement here? All state equal to in progress, priority equal to 1, and category equal to hardware. You see this? What are the filter we applied in the filter conditions? You can see this here, right? We call this as breadcrumbs. Okay. So if you want like theoretical definition is comes like, what is breadcrumbs is nothing but they are the navigation indicator that appears after the top list to show and control the filter criteria. So it was bit difficult hard. आप जो देख रहे a filter condition के नीचे, this is called filter breadcrumb. So what is this breadcrumb? Bread crumbs comes. Yeah, this condition what you see is breadcrumb. Okay. So we just, when you click, if you want to take out the filter, just click on all. That's it. Then what is the filter condition is applied, automatically it will go out. And you can also save the filter what you have created. If you save this, whenever you open the form, directly the saved because if you are dealing with bulks of data in the real time, what you have like, every time you come and open, and if you apply filter, it's going to take 1 or 2 minutes of time, like, instead of that, if you save the filter, then directly when you open, it directly comes. Okay. So I'll show you another way of creating filters. So you see a navigation search bar here. Here, if you click on something, if you select here incident numbers, so no need to worry. Let's select caller system administrator, or Fred Ludi. Fred. Let's select Fred here. Just enter. So you see a filter is updated. All caller name starts with Fred. Okay. Here in this all navigation, here you can also by clicking on the funnel icon, you can add filter. Otherwise, here you see search navigation, all navigation. This is called all navigation. You can select here under the field, there will you see search bar for all the fields. You can give the filter here as well. Okay. If you give the filter condition here as well, it gives. Otherwise, you also have some other way. You see here, you can select the fields here. This is for field and this is for value. Field and value. Field, value. Let's select uh, priority. Priority, here we select high, high, and enter. So, but here you see caller name starts with Fred and priority high. Here you see none of the records. That means no record with Fred is having priority high. Okay, just click on all. So how many ways you can give filter conditions? Sorry, here you by clicking on the funnel icon or going to all navigation. Yeah, clicking search here, you'll get search bars. Search off. You have to click here for the to get this search bar. Okay, and you can also give in the here in the banner. Okay, three ways. And you can also filter out. Yeah, so here if you right click on this, so you see 70 records here. If you right click on here, you see there are some thing that is showing on here. See, show matching, filter out, copy URL to clipboard, copy sysboard, copy sysID. So if you want the priority critical records, you can just click on here and click on show matching. So you see, now you see all the priorities critical. So 27 records, so it was reduced. So that means you see the filter condition is priority equal to 1 critical. So and this condition is called as, what you see here is called breadcrumb. That's it. And so if you click on here, you can see priority is critical. So the same condition is applying here. If you want to save, just click on save. All right, and add sort means, so here what are the conditions are already there, it will be sorted. Okay, so we don't need this. So no, I don't want anything. So I'm taking the filter condition out. Just click on all. So it is back. And if you click on filter out, that means filter out means it will take whatever, if one priority is critical, that that condition will be taken out. You see, priority is not critical. The condition what we give is priority is not critical or priority is null. You see, you have 43 records. So you see all the priority one instance gone. So how many ways you can apply filter? One, you can give the filter condition here. One you can, so I'll take it out. So click on all. So one, using the filter funnel icon, clicking on here, you can give filter. Otherwise clicking on here, you can give a filter condition. Otherwise clicking on the all navigation here, like, search bar, you can give filter condition here. And if you can also right clicking on this field, you can get the filter condition. So four ways you can do a filter condition, and whatever you see underneath the condition here, what is the condition is called breadcrumbs. You all understand? So I want your response, guys. Otherwise, I feel like, so you are very less people attending, just 10 people attending. We deal with like like thousands of people at a time, but unfortunately you are 10 guys and I can't get 10 responses at least. So 10 लोग का reply भी नहीं दे रहा. That means, like, if I can't get any proper responses, I'll update to the team, like, these in the remarks I have to give a feedback every day to the organization, like, how you're interacting with me, what your is that you're understanding or not. Everything I have to update, like, if you don't give me any feedback, that feels like, I have to give you the feedback, like, not interactive. So they'll think, like, for 10 people, whether they are spending money on me, like, this is not a free program, like, if I am teaching you something, means the organization is paying me something, right? There is no point if you people are not responding to me. So you are understanding me, you are getting me what I'm going. Only Sarang is responded. Whatever other people, just, I'm audible, guys. filters. Yeah, then fine. So you all got with filter condition. So filters gone, breadcrumbs gone. So next, what we discuss. Yeah, let's be in the incident. So why we consider maximally whoever the trainers will go with incident, because the front end name and the back name of the table are same. For the incident table, the sys side, the back end name is incident. That's the reason maximum time we go with incident. All right. So all. So now we discuss views. What is view? So view. What is view? So what is view? So no need to worry. I'll go. Yeah, just if you click on the context menu, you see view. Okay, this is default view. You see there are some views: indicator panel, major incident, mobile, portal, service, service operations, workplace. So okay, these all are views. So let's open a form. So let's open a new form, a new tab. Oh, sorry, unfortunately open in the same tab. So let's go back because we need this. So control. So it is not opening like this. Let's duplicate this. I don't need to worry. Yeah, you click on here. So this is not showing like this. So I'm opening one record. You observe. Okay, I'm opening one record in new tab. So this is one of the record. Okay, here on the context menu you can see view option here. View. Okay, now it is in default view. Default view, it is selected as default view. You observe clearly all the fields: number, caller, category, subcategory, service offering, customer, short description, channel, state, impact, urgency, uh assignment group, assigned to. You see these are all the fields, sections, what are here. Okay, now it is in default view. Clearly observe, it is in default view. Now let me select another type of view. Mhm. View. And let me select this major incident. You see, did anything changes happened here? Did you observe any changes happened here? Yes, no. Do you observe any changes here? Now you see the view is major incident. Yeah, do you observe any changes in this view? Opened opened by channel, state, priority, short description, priority here. Did you observe any change? Guys, I need your response. Some field shift impact urgency low. Yes. Okay. You see here, before impact urgency priority is used to be this way, and there is no opened field. So let us go back to, again go back to default. So this is default. You see opened any field. So on based on the the user criteria, like this is my laptop, I want these fields to be here, these fields to be here. So what in at that time, whatever I do is, like I'll create a field. To creating a view is nothing but, like I don't feel like impact, urgency, or a channel the right hand side. I want all this to the left hand side. And I like when we open the table view, so you see here how many fields are there here. Almost like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. And these are under these, as these are also nodes. This is nodes, is like related records. This is this is also related lists. Okay, resolution information, these are, this gives some other information. These are related lists, these are sections. So see, you got like there are 20 and 1 to 21 22 23 24 25 26 27. 27 fields we can see here. But like in real, how many fields are there in installable? Let's check. So you see how many columns. Column is nothing but, in the list view, columns are called fields. That is the name. They put the name as columns. Okay. In total, there are 95 fields in the incident table. For in the incident table, in they created views. In one view, these many fields that should be there. In one other view, these many fields. So this is how they differentiated. What are the important fields they put in default view, and what are not important field, and they want this field some other time, they'll keep in some other view. So that is what view. So whatever you can create view. So let's open the form, list view. Let's open form let's open form. Okay, so here to create a view, what we do is, like let's right click, configure, and go to layout, design, builder, whatever it is, fine. Okay, go to layout. Here you see a view name. Here you see view name, and these are the fields in the view. So if it is default view, first one is default view. How many views we have here? We can see here clearly. Default view new. If you want to create any new view for us, let's click on new. View name cohort HORT, but that's fine. Okay, cohort. Save. So in the cohort view, what are the fields you want to have? So I just want only name, caller, category, subcategory. Okay, just let's take all the other fields here. Shit. Let's take shit. All right, select from here. So we are taking until services. Okay, we are moving to the left. Yes, in the cohort view. Okay, in the cohort view, we want only 4 fields. Let's save me this. Save. So here it is fine. Okay, let me go to the incident list view. So I'm opening this incident record. Just click on here and let's go to views. So just see, did our field cohort, the first one is cohort, right? So I'm clicking on cohort. So this is how views we create. Do you understand? All of you guys, did you got what I'm saying? Network problem is occurring due to rain today. Session mostly topic I may miss. So no need to worry about Abhay. We will be having this records. So what I'm talking here is about views. So you all guys know how to create views, and what is why we create views. So creating views is our personal thing, depend upon some the importance. In this view, like if we you see, we if we are going to, like, in a college, the application form will be in separate way, and for the lecturers it is different, and for students it is different, but the fields in it is will be same. That kind, what you do, like, student form is one kind, and employees some other thing, and faculty some other view. So that is how they differentiate, that's it. So that is why they create views, and this is what how they create views. I think you all understand. So just if you click on, basically everything will be in normal thing, but if you want to know about views and how we create, that is how we create, that's it. So hope all of you got what I'm saying. So we were with views as well, we created views as well, then it's fine. So you got any queries till now in these topics, or like related list, field dependency, priority lookup rules, assignment lookup rules, reference qualifier, dictionary override, filters, breadcrumbs, views? If you got any other doubts, so I hope you guys, you at least practice what were the topics we are discussing in here, so that that will be very helpful for you. Practice is mandatory. Okay, I'm telling you again and again, if you don't practice, listening is very 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 sweet actually, like going like a song, but when you come into action you'll forget everything. So you need, must and should have practice for this. Okay, you need practice. Yes. So did you guys understand what I said today? Just give me your response so that I feel better. Hope you all enjoyed the session for today. So I think it's almost 8-7, so it's time to take a leave. If you got any queries or anything, just ask me now. I'll explain. I'll be here for like more 5 or 6 minutes. Just ask me your questions. I'll give you an answer. So you all have no questions. So let me take a leave. Okay, guys. See you all tomorrow, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow session. So the next day will be more interesting. I'm going to explain you ACLs. It is one of the most important, most important topics. That is how an administrator deals most of the time. Okay, ACLs is one of the most important topic. I hope you will all be here. Okay, chalo guys. See you tomorrow. See you next day then. Okay, have a good night. Try to practice. That gives you more advantage in the coming days, because I am clearly explaining you the before ServiceNow market was like 250 billion, and now sorry, it is 250 million, and now it was extended to 1 billion. Okay, the market capital was increasing day by day. We'll get good opportunities. As being a freshers, the ServiceNow will be hiring with good packages. Okay, I hope you all practice. Okay guys, see you. Have a great night. Bye bye.